Thank you, Nintendo, for making me wanting to do more Rant videos to prove how brilliant and stupid your company can be at times when making questionable decisions. So, for those who don't know, Nintendo announced yesterday that they will now in 2023 will close down the Wii U and 3DS eShops. So that means you can no longer buy digital games on your Wii U or digital games on your 3DS, and that also includes virtual console stuff too. It proves to me at times that a company that I love can do stupid things that can piss me off at times. And as much as I love Nintendo, I'm never afraid to give my 2 cents for a company I that I enjoy. That I enjoy playing their games and collecting their systems. And to always see them do stupid things like this is just fucking retarded. Like, I don't get why Nintendo does not understand how much that when they do stupid things like this, it proves one thing, that they hate their legacy content. They really do. And I don't get the whole idea of shutting down. I get one reason why they're doing it. They're doing it because they want to expand Nintendo Switch Online. But problem is, and I'm not going to talk about it in the video because I made a video about that a while back. So if you want to watch that, the link will be in the description. But I get annoyed and fed up seeing Nintendo do stupid things at times because they don't get it. Nintendo is still stuck in 1990 fucking 8. They don't know when the fuck to move on. They don't know what the fuck to do to make their company become better and better and better each time. Don't get me wrong. They have amazing games. They have awesome systems too. But at times, they're still stuck in the 90s. They don't get modern era of this generation. They just don't. They don't know when to move on and say, you know what? We need to make better decisions for our company so that our fans can still appreciate and just enjoy our products the way they should be enjoyed. And don't get me wrong, they make great consoles. They make great games. But that's not the problem. The problem is when they don't listen to their fans and understand why making decisions like this is bad. First of all, Nintendo, the fact that you're closing down the Wii U and 3DS shops is basically saying, oh, we'll just promote piracy unofficially because it makes people want to, go out and pirate your games more. And fuck it, I mean, playing on emulators is better nowadays because honestly, having emulators is basically keeping video games, is preserving video games. Emulation is probably one of the greatest things ever because emulation is basically like the whole national museum of video games in many systems, computers, obviously mobile phones, and you guys don't even care that you're going to shut this down. It just proves that you're anti-consumer. Let me bring one good example. Sony originally was going to shut down the PS3 and Vita stores where you can no longer buy games on the PS3 and the Vita, and they saw the whole backlash and they're like, okay, you know what? Fans are upset that we're going to do this because we can still make money out of this. So fuck it. We'll just have it, we'll just have it available for as long as we want it to be available. And thank God Sony retracted that because for an anti-consumer company like Sony to listen to their fans for once was a huge win. And I have to give Sony credit where credit is due. But Nintendo does not give a flying fuck about preserving their video game content. They expect all of us to fucking go out and subscribe. Don't get me wrong, I am subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online, the base service. But they expect us to fucking be subscribed to their premium service. And it's like, Nintendo, if you want people to be subscribed to your premium service, first of all, you have to look and see why not a lot of people give a shit about your premium service. It's not because, N64 games. That's not the problem. The problem is the fact that you're charging people $50 a fucking year so that people can fucking waste money to play 25-year-old games that can be emulated on other fucking platforms. Even on this too. You can actually buy N64 games cheap on this fucking thing right here. Okay? But you don't care. You're just like, oh no, you know what? We'll just close down the shop and we'll make people fucking buy our god awful fucking service for $50 a year. It annoys me every time, Nintendo, when you don't fucking listen to your fans. You go after people's fucking channels because they fucking have music of your games and you shut that down. What do you expect? So we can buy fucking vinyls or CDs of your fucking soundtracks? Or we have to go to, I mean, I don't mind going to Spotify, but like, do you expect you to have soundtracks of your games on Spotify? No, because you don't fucking care. You don't fucking care. So you'll go after guys like Gil the Sunner and fucking take his fucking channel down. Because they re-upload your fucking music. And then you fucking decide, oh, you know what? Nintendo Switch has been doing successfully well. Let's fucking overprice the fuck out of our premium service. And have it be $50. So if people want to play N64, they have to give us $50 a year. Are you fucking kidding me, Nintendo? Seriously. Why is your company still stuck in 1998? And again, this isn't me being a fan that's mad. It's just that I love preserving video game content. I love preserving video games. It's the reason why I love collecting Nintendo games. Because I preserve them. I don't just play them, I preserve them. And you shutting down the Wii U and 3DS eShops is just fucking retarded. It's fucking retarded because you don't care. You understand you could still make money out of this, but you don't care. You're like, oh, well, you know what? Let's shut this down because we don't care. We lose money, fuck it. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you guys lose money every time. That's not a problem. You guys have billions in the bank. There's nothing wrong with that. But you guys don't care about making more money out of this. You're just like, fuck it. We'll just shut it down. We don't care if like people get mad if we don't let them preserve content. I mean, for fuck's sakes. And you're like, how do I play the original games now? Oh wait, I have to own them physically now, don't I? I have to own this physically so I can play this, right? Like, how many times do I got to play Mario 64 in many other systems? If I want to play Mario 64, like, let's say, for example, well, I have like most of Nintendo systems right now, but for example, like, now you're basically telling me the only way to play Mario 64 is through an original system, or I have to fucking get the 3D All-Stars pack, or get that god-awful Nintendo Switch online expansion pack for $50 so I can play this piece, so I can play this. Again, this game's not a piece of shit, but still, you get it, you get it. But I have to fucking, I have to fucking get the original versions of these games to play them now, because I guess Nintendo doesn't like to preserve their legacy content. And I only feel like we as fans are the only reason why we preserve their content, because we love their games. I love their games. I preserve their games. I collect their games. And I enjoy doing that every time, and I still do. But the fact that you are shutting this down is just making me as a fan question you how much you just hate your legacy content. Because it just proves, Nintendo, to me, you hate your legacy content. And again, if you were shutting this down for a good reason, like, let's say if you were going to mark down Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack for $30 a year, I would be like, you know what, $30 is not bad. I'd pay for that. I mean, it still upset me if the Wii U and 3DS shops were closing, but still, I'd be like, okay, you know what? The expansion pack would be $30 a year. That's a good price. I wouldn't mind paying for that, Nintendo. But you guys shutting down the Wii U and 3DS eShops isn't going to make a huge difference. People are going to mod their systems, which is great because that's a way for anybody to preserve all their content. I mean, it's making people, Nintendo, want to mod your systems. And I know you're against that, but fuck it. If you're going to do that, and we have no other way to fucking get eShop games from the Wii U or 3DS, we're just going to mod our systems then. Because that's the only way we can preserve any piece of video game history. And here you are just not giving a flying fuck about the future of preserving gaming. Because you don't. and here and you're against people emulating your games, but maybe at Nintendo that's the reason why people do it. Not because like not because you do, not because like you promote it, but because you do stupid things like this. It makes people just want to go out and fucking emulate your games for free. Why do I have to pay $20 a year to fucking play at 60 not 64 NES and SNES games a year when I can just emulate them on my phone or on a PC and just play them like that? Or I have an original NES, I have an original Super Nintendo, I can just play the games like that too. Why do I have to go out and fucking do that for an online service that's nothing but a joke, and most of the games on there have input lag? Like, again, like, I'm not trying to be mad. I'm trying to just be like, why are you doing this? What is going to make this a difference? It's not. It's only going to hurt your reputation more, Nintendo, if you keep doing stupid, dumb decisions like that over and over again. And I'm not trying to seem like I'm hating Nintendo, because I don't. I love Nintendo. But even though I love a company to death, doesn't mean I'm going to fucking, give them a pat on the back. If they do stupid shit, I'm going to give my 2 cents. And I'm not afraid to do that. And if, for those who are watching and you're Nintendo fanboys that get triggered by me fucking being critical of a company that I like, guys, at the end of the day, it's an opinion. An opinion is an opinion, okay? If you don't agree with me, that's completely fine. I'm not saying to agree with me. I'm just saying I just don't understand, why would you defend him on this? Why? It's just stupid. It's just really stupid. The only way we can play these legacy games, and then digital games too, I'll get to that, you gotta own the original piece. You gotta own the original games. You can't just, you can't just basically just own these games and then just have them. You have to have the original system now. And just, to me, it's like, it's ridiculous. Again, like, I understand they want to make Nintendo Switch Online, or, they want to make it relevant. But I'll get to how it can be. Now, again, yeah, you have digital games. I have digital games on my Wii U. I have digital games on my 3DS too. And it's like, you're telling me once the service is done, I can no longer even if I deleted them, I can no longer re-download the digital games that I had, or the DLC or anything like that. Hell, you understand that most digital games on the Wii U have DLC. What happens if that runs out? What happens if you want to re-download the DLC and the game? You can't do that anymore. Once the shop is closed, it's done. There's no reason to fucking close that down, Nintendo. What happens in later when the Switch is discontinued and you decide to fucking be like, oh, we're going to shut down the Switch's eShop because we want to focus on our new systems. We want to focus on the future of our next systems. We're going to close down the shops from the Switch so that our next Nintendo system can be mainly focused. And it's like, they did that with the Wii. You can't re-download games on the Virtual Console or WiiWare. All that's gone. That's gone. And it's going to be the same with this. Every digital game and all the DLC that most games were on both the Wii U and 3DS, that's gone. That's no longer going to exist. Why? Because Nintendo doesn't care. They don't give a shit. All they just like to do is just like to fucking make money, which, I mean, yeah, it's true. Most corporations, need to make money. But they don't give a fuck about preserving their video game history. At least Sony was like, you know what? Sony, who's an anti-consumer company at times, was like, fuck it. People are mad about this. What do? We just bring, we just bring back, the PS3 and Vita stores, we just bring it back. And that's what they did. They did that. And now, Nintendo, you're doing this for both the Wii U and 3DS. Yes, I understand the 3DS and Wii U era is over. But there's no reason for it to end. Because maybe you can still make money off of games on the Wii U and 3DS eShops. There's no reason for it to close. There is always reason why. There's it's always important to preserve video game history because we as gamers love video games. We love preserving them. We love collecting for them. We love playing them. Doesn't matter whether it's retro or modern games. It, every piece of video game history needs to be preserved. And you guys doing this is not preserving it. It's just you basically letting go of video game history and you just letting it get Thanos snapped. Like it doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to you. And it just bothers me how you guys just are okay with that. And I'll say it again, and before I go, I'll say this again. Nintendo, you have two companies that have shown you the blueprints of how to make a better online service. Why don't you call up Microsoft and say, hey, guys, we need help. Our online service is so shit that people are hating on it so much. We need to fix a way to make it better. Do that. It's not going to hurt your reputation if your competition helps you. It'll, in a way, improve your relationship with consumers. Because sometimes Nintendo consumers give you a bad take because of the stupid things that you do. Like this. Who the hell thinks this is a good idea? And if you are a fanboy and you're watching this video, because I know I've had Nintendo fanboys in my channel and basically giving me shit, which is whatever, you know, it is what it is. I don't care if people give me shit on my videos. It's just my opinion. If you either agree or don't agree, I could care less. It's just my opinion at the end of the day. But how can you guys be okay with Nintendo doing decisions like that? How are you okay with that? I'm not. I love the company, but I don't fucking always stand with every decision they make. Whenever they do something good, I applaud them for that. Whenever they do something shitty, I call them out on it. So at this point, it just makes me officially say that Nintendo just really hates their legacy content. They really do. Nintendo officially hates their legacy content. They hate this. They hate stuff like this. And they don't care. They're just like, let it die off. We'll just focus on the Switch. Which is not bad, but still, if you want to focus on the Switch, just focus on the Switch. Don't shut down the Wii U and 3DS's eShop. Let them live. Let people still buy games on those shops. Let people still preserve whatever content is on these systems. Whether it's virtual console, digital games, DLC, let people preserve that, Nintendo. Trust me, it's a good move because you can still make money off of that. Why do you guys seem to hate our money at times? I always say that, like, why do they hate our money? Do they not want money? I mean, if they let this still be alive, they can still make money off of it. But I guess they're too stupid to realize that they're still stuck in 1998 and they don't even know what the hell to move on from. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. And again, I wanted to make this video for today, and I know I ran it for almost 20 minutes. It's 18 minutes now, but still. But fuck it. I mean, what do you guys think of this whole situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I like to hear more. I like to hear more of your guys' words. Again, I don't like to do rant videos a lot, but I had to do it for this reason. So, again, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Take care, guys.